I'm right-handed.
Okay.
But I've been ambidextrous before, just because I had to.
So you've got a lot of energy, a lot of ideas also, so it's no wonder you two naturally kind of merge and feed off of each other's energy. It looks like to connect more, where you need more space and autonomy. You like to, you have a great idea, cool, I'm coming right over, and he might be like, but I'm in my own zone. But you're a connector, and you feed off of people's energy, and that revs you up. It looks like sometimes you can get a little bit caught up in what other people are thinking about you, and to reel yourself away from that, so you get lost in daydreaming, you get lost in what are people thinking about me, and did I do everything all right or well enough. So we all have these tendencies. So for you just to be aware of that, it's going to optimize your time incredibly, because you'll no longer be concerned with any of that. You'll just be solidly in you. And you do have a great sense of self, but that is the one sabotage, just being overly concerned. So also, what you've got going on here, especially when it comes to your self-expression, so the way you express yourself, always intuitively, you want to diagnose and dissect it afterward, but you love to just be in the moment and fully immersed and feel your way through it, because you've got the little, I just call them dewdrops, I don't know the scientific name there, but on the tips of your fingers. So that's pure empathic sensibility. So you'll just feel your emotions and then later wonder, what was that? Or why was that? Why did that occur? But in the moment, it's of no concern to you, which is great, because working together, again, you guys can help each other. You can call out what he might not be able to see, and vice versa. And you can create a really unique event for other people, because you have great vision, but from polar viewpoints. So they can really work together well, and you can turn them down. Right? So you also have a great balance between your heart and your head, although internally there's always a bit of a letdown, because you're so idealistic, and inside there's always that reach for perfection and reach for more. And when you have to settle for just what is, you settle, but there's this fraction, there's this split at the end of the heart line, because it's just not quite what you had in mind. And so half of you is there, and half of you is checked out. Because inside, this is not at all what you were hoping for. But to just be very aware of that tendency, and just tell yourself, but life is imperfect, and humans are human, and that is perfect. That is good enough. And to just talk yourself back from that ledge every time you get to that point, because it's just a challenge to overcome. And the idealist in you is beautiful and to be honored, but it shouldn't rule you. It shouldn't make the reality less enchanting. Then the way you think also, so you also will take your time, not quite as much as Carl, but you do take your time making decisions and processing information. Again, it's usually after the fact, after the experience, you'll step back and process. But it does still take you a while. You do consider everything and everyone, and that sometimes can feel distressing and frustrating, because being an emotional person, you want things to be fluid, but you can't quite be that free spirit. It's like you're the free spirit, but you're not. So, again, just knowing when am I holding on too tight? When, why? And is it justified? Or can I loosen my grip and then catch that wave that I know I'm really striving for all the while? So the way you think, always, you care about beauty, you care about meaning, you care about altruistic notions, and the hows and whys can be left up to someone else. You're not as concerned. You really just want to get to that beautiful place, or be involved in that beautiful project with the meaning and the substance. So really, if anyone ever tries to push you towards anything else, it's just going to frustrate you, because you are about experience and you're about lending hope and vitality to people just by them watching you, because that's what you love, and you want to just inspire people to be happy. Really, you're like a little pixie. So let's see, what else? So you also have developed a sense of work ethic. You also similarly can get things done that don't jazz you completely. You've developed that. A lot of us have. But really inside you just want to be what you do, and when it's not meaningful, you just hate yourself at that moment or that day or that month or that year that you have to do that job. It doesn't have that meaning. You don't want to be defined by that. So if you can, at any turning point, find a life path where most of your energy is going towards something that you truly believe in and that raises the world up, go towards that. Just go towards that, because that will probably make you feel like that work ethic can be applied there without any effort at all, with a lot of ease, and you'll shine and you'll thrive. And fighting it, you don't need to fight it. There's so many opportunities in this world. Just find that. Find that avenue to help people, to help their hearts, because that's really all you care about. It's all you care about. So stubbornness is something that you deal with, and that sometimes is what can, so the fire energy and the temper, you've got it, don't push your buttons. You demonstrate a strength that you don't always feel internally. This thumb tip is much thicker than this. Inside, there'll be more questioning, and there'll be more, I'm not sure, but you'll portray this absolute wall of decision, and inside not be quite all in or all there. And that's a shame, because you are an effective wall and people are believing it. So why aren't you? And why is it so important that you project this stance of firm resolution and then not believe in it? I think you can probably believe in it. So also you need a little bit more flexibility. So Carl needs structure. You need a loose structure. You need to have the availability to make something your own. Even if it's a clear objective, you might need to ad-lib and have that elbow room to do that, and you'll feel better, like more productive in that sense. And then if you haven't been sleeping or taking enough time for yourself, now would be a good time to do that. So you've got a lot of energy drain right now, and it's a little bit affecting the hormone balance and just the overall feeling of well-being. So taking whatever you need to sleep well, a bath or a sedative or whatever you need. Just some extra TLC right now will go a long way. And then let me see your fingernails.
They're full of mud, sorry.
So sometimes for you, for as lighthearted as you can be, sometimes when you feel scared, when you feel bullied by life, your view will just get like this, and you'll narrow and you'll become a bit rigid in your thinking, and you don't want to let things in. And that's kind of ironic for everything that we've said, but that's a fear mechanism, and in all of us it tends to be the opposite of what we really are. And so in you always knowing, okay, I feel myself closing in, I'm going to press it back open, even if I'm feeling anxious, to keep that open mind, keep that spirit of hope and happiness and that vivacity that people love about you. And don't let that light dim. And so that's the meaning of the narrowness in the nail bed. And so just push it back open, and that will be a lifelong challenge, but being aware is the first step.
Awesome. You just rock.